The last time a new IP was dropped in our laps from Sony was a little freaker game, I'm sorry, we can't say zombies for some reason, made by Sony Bend named Days Gone. The game released to middling reviews. Although the game was patched to a respectable title, the state of it at its launch still haunts me. Shortly before the launch of Ghost of Tsushima, I was starting to feel the Days Gone vibes, only because of its two sole factors, new IP and open world. Were my vibes correct, or is this just another Sony banger? Once I was out of the epic beginning and thrown into the world, I felt vibes of one of the best open world adventure games of all time, Zelda Breath of the Wild. The subtleness of using natural elements of the game's world, namely wind and the animals, is amazingly effective. These elements keep me in the world and avoid reminding me that I'm playing a simple video game and filling up dumb bars and just following dots on a map. By the way, there's nothing more gratifying than following a fox up a mountain, giving a quick bow, and staring off into the horizon, setting your sights on your next destination. Back to the dots on the map. At some point we'll have to open up the map and plot points, or just follow the wind, to our next step on our quest. But those birds and foxes will pop up and put you on an unplanned path. Traversal only feels road on cliff sides, but finding your path through mountaintops and destroyed, abandoned shrines are fun and actually take a little thought. I actually walked to a path blocked by burning debris and was actually stuck for a second. A level of difficulty that lacked frustration and felt rewarding on getting through it. Frustration rears its ugly head in combat. There was a game called Bushido Blade that released in the early PlayStation 1 era, touted its realistic combat. The Square Enix title had a pretty decent following, but never reached the heights of other fighters of that era, because of the reliance on true swordplay, parry, 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 and the possibility of instant death. Let me tell you, you die a lot. You die a lot. The fighting system is well done, and we're given more than enough cues to know when to parry, block, or evade. It is easier to evade, but just doesn't feel good. It is cheesing a great system that takes a bit to master. I'd rather take my chances and die a lot, because when you dispatch all of your foes in the way of the samurai, or assassin if that's what you're into, you feel like a total badass. The first thing I noticed about Ghost is the last thing that I want to highlight, and it is its visuals. This game is by far the most beautiful game of this gen. ... In moments. Landscapes and environments are gorgeous, and with little human presence in the world, outside of the villages. Falling leaves and wildlife populate the world naturally and feels lived in, as if I'm the invader in this habitat. But it is the characters and the people that drag down the visual grade. NPCs, they look good, but the bar is raised when I'm dealing with a character that is clearly mocapped. Sometimes it is just jarring. It is a small thing, but the mismatch definitely takes me out of it. So, after a week, I am confident that Sony and Sucker Punch have another hit on their hands. I was a bit apprehensive about Sony ending the generation on this note, but find it is a great PlayStation 4 swan song to ride off into the sunset to.